How do you feel about the situation that Morecambe are in at the moment?
No, it's got to be positive really, because we've put ourselves in a position now. Maybe first half of the season we were looking a lot different, but we've put a little run together now. We've put ourselves in a position where we're fighting for stuff, and we're fighting to get ourselves clear. So positive.
You've obviously had the situation where you've had a really good run at home. You've had these heavy defeats away, the latest of which was at Sheffield Wednesday in midweek. What, if anything, can you take away from those games against the big clubs where you are beaten?
I think those kind of games, you've got to look at moments, especially with the scoreline. Obviously, it's tough to take, especially as a defender. You never want to concede goals like that. But you got to look at moments in the game, and I think there was a lot of time in all three of these kind of games where we held our own, and we were just as good as a match as anyone could have been for them. But unfortunately, these teams they've got some really good players. They're at the top of the table for a reason, and they take the big moments, and they've done that against us recently. But I think if you watch the games, it wasn't as easy as the scoreline looks. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes these things happen, but I think, as you can see, we always bounce back. So I think we'll be looking at doing that again.
That's a really good trait to have, isn't it, mentality-wise, to be able to bounce back from these defeats, which you've proved in the last few weeks in particular. Yeah,
definitely. It's all about, end of the day, when the whistle goes and the 90 minutes is over, there's not much you can do about it. You can evaluate it like we do, and we come back on the Monday and we go through it and we put it to bed, and you've got to move on quick, because especially where we are in the table, we can't be sulking about anything. So, and the set of lads we've got, it's a really good set of lads, and the management and that, they make sure that we move on quick. And like you're saying, this stage of the season, games are coming thick and fast, and it's all about moving on to the next one, because you can't do anything now about the last game. So it's all about moving on, adapting yourself to the next game, and going out there and putting a good show on.
Do you feel like the freshening up of the squad in January has helped the team? The new players have settled in well, it appears, from the outside.
Definitely. New players have come in, they've fitted in perfectly, and I think the staff and everything have done a really good job. It's a difficult situation for them, I think, and they've done a really good job, and they've brought in good quality young players who are hungry, and they've fitted in perfectly. And like I say, training's improved, everything's improved, and it's good at the moment. It is really good, the atmosphere around all the lads and everything, and it's positive. It is really positive, which is it's nice to be a part of. And we've got a job to do here. We all know what the job is, and like saying, it's a good thing that games are coming thick and fast, because it's easier to, like you say, move on when you've got a game coming up straight away, and we're all rearing to go for Saturday.
What is Derek Adams like to work for, and how much trust and faith is there from the players in him to make the right decisions to help you avoid relegation this time around?
Yeah, he puts a lot of faith in the players. He has a plan, he sets it out, and like I say, it's about the environment. He makes it a good environment, the lads make it a good environment, and he fills us all up with courage and that to go out there, and he just says that we're good players, we deserve to be here, let's go out there and show them. Do you know what I mean? And no, all good, and hopefully we can now keep repaying the favour and putting in good performances. And like I say, the home form's been really good, and you need to have something that's good, and the home form's really good at the moment, and let's keep that going.
I think you've mentioned the really important word there, courage. That's what you're going to need, isn't it, in the final stretch of the season?
100%, and that's what we've got here. Do you know what I mean? The lads are all fighting in the same direction. Like I said, the spirit's really high at the moment, and the lads want to play for each other and the manager and stuff. So it's going to be a big run of games to come, but we're going to put our sleeves up and we're going to give it a right good go.
Are all those plus points that you've underlined there, are we seeing those when you're in the home games? Because you've taken 13 points from a possible 15 at home. No other team in the bottom half probably has done that well at home recently.
It's a bit
that's
of everything.
A huge thing, isn't it?
Yeah, massive, and that's what you need. You need something like that. Obviously, it's not working so much away from home. I think the performances are still there with just a couple of things, not the rub of the green, maybe a little mistake here and there, but these things happen. But I think a lot of things add up to that, really. The fans, we can make this into a proper fortress, and that's what we're doing. And at home, things are just clicking and working, and long may that continue. I'm not going to try to dissect it, but just I think every game us lads, we get together again, we think we can win, we can go out there and put a good show on ourselves, and I think that mindset will carry us through, hopefully, and all we can do is go out there, give it everything to the end of the season, to the final whistle, and hopefully we can get out of this, yeah.
Does it feel like a fortress when you turn up here on 1:30 on a Saturday afternoon?
Oh, that's not for me to say. It's about the opposition. But no, we feel confident. We feel like we've got an extra man here. We do feel positive, and we feel like we can do something when we're at home. And we just need to now work on that and emulate that in the away performances and try to pick up some points on the road, which would be nice.
Are you massively confident of survival then, Farrend? You start, it's big for your careers, isn't it, as well? Let's face it, it's important for you guys as well as a football club. Yeah,
well, I'm not going to sit here and say that, no, I don't think we're not going to stay up or anything like that. I think we're 100% in it, and we're 100% got the ability and got the passion. We've got everything to stay up. So hopefully we can put these performances together, and I don't see why not, and we can get ourselves clear of this, yeah.
What do you think about Peterborough? They've lost the last 2 games. They're in the top half, the top 10 in the table. On paper, a difficult game against the side have been in the Championship regularly over the last few years. So how do you approach it?
No, 100% it'll be difficult. They've got a lot of good players, and you've got to show them a lot of respect, which we will do. But like I said, it's hopefully they can come here and we can do what we've been doing, make it into a fortress, like you said yourself, and hopefully give them a difficult game. But no, at the end of the day, we don't fear anyone. We don't fear any team. They will come here, and it's 11 against 11 at the end of the day, and we'll give it our best. Mazuma.com